drive up. Alright, guys. I am back. Does the music mean Hearts of Iron 4? What music? What music? I don't know what you're talking about. What music? Music? Who said anything about music, man? You cooking? Oh. Yeah, maybe, Chief. I don't know. What's that? AMC's headquarters will be demolished to erase ruin from Detroit. Oh, that sucks. Don't demolish that building. That building is beautiful. Anyway, that's really loud. Quick, we must build it in Minecraft? It's not a bad idea. First static fire was real quick. Never played CNC on stream, though. Round 2 coming up. Recondenser is active in spurts. Okie dokie. Jared, thank you for that resub. Oh, man, that sucks. That sucks, dude. You saw a city building game on Reddit the other day. What a cool concept. Yeah, that link isn't working for me on this. Oh, there we go. Summit Kingdom. Oh, that's neat. Cool. Alright. Okay, let's do this. So, if that static fire comes around again and they sound that siren, we'll double box it. Or I'll just go back to science and tech. Trying to get that. Oh! Let's do this. So, where we last left off was, well, Estonia allied with us and Lithuania allied with us. Latvia decided not to, so I had to invade them. I know, I had to. It was terrible. And we tried to give Poland back to Poland, but that didn't really work. Germany just took it. So this is kind of where we're at. We're in 1940.
Why is the door open?
Because I walked in with coffee and water and I don't have 3 hands.
You have 2 legs to get up and close it again, don't you?
Or you could just not whine about it and close it.
Or you could just close it yourself.
So you're not going to close? Oh, she closed it. Thank you. Freaking right. Married life. Everywhere it's the same. Yeah, it is what it is. You'll pay for it later. It's alright. That could have gone very badly. My couch is comfortable, Hibbit. You think I didn't plan for something like this? Come on, man. Me? Not planning? You got had at the legs part. I'm sitting down. I'm not using my legs. I know, Liam. Anyway, so what I'm trying to do here is Hearts of Iron, for the people that don't know, is a grand strategy game. It's a grand strategy game that takes place from 1936 to basically whenever World War II ends. Grand strategy meaning that I need to not only build up an army and fight, but we need to build up a navy, well, depending on the country, and we need to build up an air force, and we need to produce the planes for said air force. Hi.
I have a problem.
Did you shut the door?
I don't know. Did I? My mother purchased us this cake. That's
Okay.
the problem. This cake it says it ends on December 31st, so we can't really save it for New Year's. If I cut this cake into 9 pieces, it's 250 calories a piece, which is about...
Which is about what?
I don't know, like, that's not too bad.
Okay.
It just feels inherently against my diet to eat this cake.
That's part of the holiday eating. Just eat it, and then once New Year's comes around, we go back to dieting. Simple.
Chad, I gained 10 pounds over Christmas. That's why I'm having this issue.
$2,000 calories if you eat it all. That's not that bad. Denny, I already do that, to be honest with you. Ask why 9 and not 10 slices.
Because that's what the box says. Okay, so it could be normal that I've gained 10 pounds over Christmas, but the problem is it took me at least 2 months to lose those pounds.
So here's what you do. You cut it up, and you have like 1 slice maybe every couple of days. I'll eat the rest. Denny has the right idea. Cut it up, leave it out, I'll eat it. I'll eat the whole cake tonight if you want me to.
I don't want you to eat the whole cake tonight. This is one of my favorite kinds of cakes.
So how much of said cake do you want? This is important. Get down here in frame. So we're not staring at your ugly sweater all day.
I think...
How much of this do you want? That was the question.
I would like... See, my mind is saying I want 3 pieces, and my heart is saying you want 4. Chat wants to see the cake. Chat, if you don't know, one of the reasons this cake was purchased for me is because it's a Saunders Bumpy cake. So...
Ho, ho, ho! Okay, so I'll make an executive decision. You get 3 slices, I get 6.
Okay.
That's my executive decision.
Okay.
You are not allowed to eat more than 3. I will eat 6.
Can I weigh myself real quick?
Why are you asking me
I don't know.
do this? Yeah, of course. Chat wants you to fax them some.
Okay. I'll work on it.
The game's paused, by the way. Give me 1 second.
I lost 2 pounds.
Did you fall?
No, I just stepped off the scale. Okay, I will slice this cake when it is time to eat it into 9 pieces.
I get 6. You get 3. Trade deal. I receive 6 slices of cake. You receive 3 slices, and you don't gain as much weight. Do we have a deal?
I think I want 4 though.
No, you want 3.
What's today? Today's the 29th?
You want 3.
Okay, I want 3.
Yep. Do we have a deal?
Yeah,
6 for me.
I think
3
so.
for you.
I think so.
We have a deal. 6 for EJ, 3 for Brimo. Done. You just accepted the train offer. Don't make me alter the deal. Because I will alter the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
I feel like... So Chat asked me why it's called Bumpy Cake. It's called Bumpy Cake, Chat, because it has... I don't know if you can see... It has bumps in it. And those bumps are buttercream frosting.
It's from the Midwest. It's not good for you.
It's not.
It's delicious, though. Doesn't matter.
It makes you bumpy.
No, 2020. No. 3 pieces. We made a deal.
Now Chet understands why I'm like, I want this. But I can't have it, but I want it. And that is why I had to run it by EJ. Because I just could not handle the responsibility of this cake. So, thank you for your assistance. I will enjoy this probably later tonight.
Okay. I will enjoy it as well.
Okay.
With my 6 slices. You got 3. You shook on it.
You know, we don't have any alcohol for New Year's.
That was a weird direction to go in.
I know, but I went there nonetheless.
Okay. I'll get some.
Okay.
You take 6 away from 9, and we have a deal. 3 pieces is still 3 pieces of happiness, says chat. Okay. Yes, of course, 2020. Yep. NSF is up for round 2. Alright, tell me when the siren goes off. Yeah, looks like we're going for another static fire, guys. I'm never gonna finish this damn campaign.
Готов.
Alright. This damn pain. Yep. I mean, if she cuts the cake in non-uniform slices, it's only gonna hurt her, not me. I could eat that whole cake right now, not gain a pound. Because guy. It's pretty dope, actually. Yeah, Thomas, that's true. Do you guys want to watch the static fire or we want to play hearts? You tell me. Fast metabolism, gang. Your metabolic superiority days are numbered. Both? Alright, we'll play hearts until the siren, dude, and then we'll switch. Let's do this. Ian, Thomas, let me know when the siren happens. Okie dokie? Alright, so what I'm trying to do here is in Hearts of Iron, you can play as any country. And you can play as any country, and not only can you play as any country, you can modify the country's government if you wanted to. Now, I'm playing a more historically accurate route because I have the historical dates checked off. If you have historical dates checked off when you start a playthrough of Hearts of Iron, basically this guy does this thing. He basically mirrors loosely, well not loosely, pretty close to what he did in history, right? So what I'm doing is mirroring what this guy did in history as well. Only I've modified a couple of things. I didn't kill as many people. And instead of taking over these 2 countries, I kind of allied with them instead. The cool thing is that you can change history. I tried to ally with Poland too, but Germany had already killed them. So I tried to pit Poland against Germany and ally with them instead of invade them like the Soviet Union did, but it didn't really work. So now what I'm doing basically is that it's April 7th, 1940, and I'm trying to make sure that this guy doesn't succeed in doing what he tried to do in 1941. That didn't end well. Well, almost didn't end well. One could say it didn't end well, but it also did end well, but it also didn't, but it did. Didn't kill as many people yet. Yeah, right? Prop load is underway. Are you trying to keep the Soviet Union stable, or are you trying to gain more territory? Stability was what I did first, Ian. I killed all the dissenting opinions. I killed everybody. So, Stalin, dude, you'll like this. If you haven't seen this, look. Stalin, this was part of the new patch. Stalin has a paranoia meter. And you have to go down certain historical focus is and basically kill the right people, and then your political paranoia meter goes to 0. Yeah, there is a political paranoia meter. I gotta make sure Joey doesn't go insane, because if the political paranoia meter goes to 100, he just starts killing people. He'll just start killing his generals. Yeah. Yeah. We didn't get I made sure that didn't happen by killing the right people. I shot Trotsky in the face, which is basically what happened in real life. It's close. Yeah. Does the USA have a sort of meter? I don't know. I've never played as the USA in Hearts of Iron, Ren. I never played as the USA because everyone was expecting me to play USA when I played Hearts of Iron. No. The 2 countries that I've done 3. I've done 3 country playthroughs. I've played through as Germany. I played through as this guy. That was the first playthrough I did for Hearts. Played as this guy in Man in the High Castle. Yeah, I made that happen. No, I'm not happy about it. But it is a game, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. No, yep. Yeah, that happened. And then the second playthrough, I played through as Greece, and I ended up taking over most of the Soviet Union as Greece, which is strange. And then my third big playthrough has been as the Soviet Union. I've already failed 2 times in No Step Back with the new upgrades for Hearts of Iron. I failed twice. I got my crap pushed in. And I'm trying to fight off Germany. I'm trying to basically defend against Barbarossa. It's not going to end well, I don't think. Minus the ice pick. Yeah. Yeah, Richard, that's right. Mm-hmm. How's the learning curve on this game? Looks neat. Ian, it's a grand strategy game. The learning curve, Grand Canyon. Yeah. Dude, you're playing Transport Fever. So check this out. This is a grand strategy game. So it's like playing StarCraft, Transport Fever, and Civ all at the same time. Yeah, it's everything all rolled into one. So check this out. I'll give you an example. My construction tab, where you build infrastructure, train tracks, roads, etc., etc. You could build factories or commission factories to be built. I just had a military factory complete construction. A military factory, it builds military equipment. Military factories can get built faster if you build more civilian factories. So you got to build up your economy by building civilian factories and selling stuff and having the resources. The more civ factories you have, the faster you can build military factories and other infrastructure. I could build missile sites, refineries, we can convert factories, we can build fuel silos, you can build bunkers, coastal forts, train tracks, docks, supply hubs. So basically stocks, you could build airfields, radar stations, anti-aircraft arrays, turrets, and the new thing was train tracks. And your trains have to move around supply, and that's entirely dependent on how big of a train track you have. You have supply hubs, and the supply hubs can have a train track that has higher bandwidth, like you're playing in cities or something. There are tracks with higher bandwidth. It kind of just shows a bunch of tracks overlaid over each other in Moscow, but you get the idea. So you have to make sure that your soldiers are supplied correctly from the factories. My factories are all over here because I know what's coming over here, so I didn't build anything right here. I know what's coming because historical dates are on. So I built all my factories inland. They're all over here. If we go into construction, see, I built all my factories over here, which is not too far off from what they did in real life. In reality, the Germans invaded and the Soviets literally picked up, they moved entire factories in a couple of weeks over here to protect their industrial base. I might have to do that. Depends on how well I can fend off the attack. What is the situation, comrade? We took Latvia because they didn't want to ally with us. Estonia and Lithuania are on our side. I tried to give Poland back to Poland, but Germany immediately invaded when I did. Our defensive perimeter is good, and we have a good offensive line here. It's more another defensive line, but everything is going good. I have an army equipped up here on Kola to defend against the Finns in case they attack, because that should be happening. I have a non-aggression pact with Turkey, Iran, and Japan, so I moved all the soldiers out of Vladivostok, and I moved all the soldiers out of Sochi, and I used them to make this division up here. Everything's looking okay, but okay, so Ian, going back to what I was saying here, we have a free military factory. your military factories produce different planes, and you can research different planes, and you can research different weapons. Like right now, one of my research facilities is, one of my research places is researching the IL-2, right? The Stormovik, right? I have the Lag-3, you have the Yak-3, IL-10, you can get a Tupolev-4, you could get the B-29 basically. You could do all different types of research, and then you could build aircraft carriers if you wanted to and have carrier variants of it. Then you research jet technology. There's all types of industrial tech trees that you have, and this one is pretty cool. Yes, you can do it, and if you beat somebody to the punch, well, you know what happens. You could build rockets. You could study rocket technology. Ian, check this out. This is one of my favorite parts, dude. Look. So we have research and production advisors here. You can add a theorist. Look who I can add. Pretty cool, huh? Korolev is one of your advisors. You can make him an advisor. And if you make him an advisor, you get plus 15% research to rocket speed. So if I made Korolev an advisor and choose to tech down the rocket tree, I could get it faster than everybody else. Cool, huh? And that's Gorshkov, naval theorist. These are all real people. These are all real people that served, which is pretty crazy. Gorshkov has a class of ships in Russia named after him, or at least a ship named after him. There's Georgy Zhukov, Zhukov is famous in real history for defeating the German 6th Army at Stalingrad. That was him. By flanking them, he pincered them. He pincered them and punched the Romanian army in the face on two fronts and encircled the German 6th Army at Stalingrad in 1942. Yeah, he's my main general. Yeah, it's all real people. This is a very well done game. It is insanely complicated though. So like, Ian, check this out. You want to see what's nuts? I could go in and you can design division templates. So you can research different detachments, and you can have artillery divisions, anti-aircraft divisions, infantry divisions, anti-tank divisions, mountaineer divisions. You can have paratrooper divisions. But if you get paratrooper divisions, you have to research transport planes, and you have to be able to fly them over the target, right? You can get amphibious assault divisions. You can get marine divisions. And then on top of that, you can configure what type of freaking gun they have, on what guns they're carrying. So right now, my guys are equipped with PPSHs. They had SVT-40s, and we had Mosins as well. There's a Mosin, there's a Simonov, PPSH. Propellant loading is now. Propellant loading now. You should add Korolev and push to jet engines. We could. You can, so right now I have a ZIS-5, which is a Studebaker. That's a Studebaker truck that was licensed built. And then you can get half tracks for your troops, for motorized infantry, paratroopers, mountain divisions, special operations. You can get better guns. Check this out. It has configurable tanks. I could take a T-34 and put a KV-2 engine in it. For the World of Tanks players, you'll know what that means. You can take light, medium duty tanks, and you can design the tanks. You could design the tanks to your liking. So you don't like the T-34-76, which junk. T-34-85 is better. I could take we could take a heavy tank chassis and put a T-34 turret on it, and then we could field that. We'd have to produce it and stuff, but you could field it. No, we don't. Please tell us more. KV-2 is like a heavy tank. Yeah, Kim, that's right. It takes a while to re-outload your army, right? It's all good. Yeah. See, you can tech different tanks. You can give them amphibious drives. You do all kinds of stuff. Same with the ships. You can configure ships like World of Warships style, which is pretty insane. Types of shells they fire, types of guns they have, fire control systems. I didn't do much with the Navy, to be honest with you, because Russia has a lot of land, and I need to defend that land, so... Yeah, and then there's different decisions that you can do, and then there's national focuses on top of that. This is the civ part of things, so, like, you can choose to... So I went down the Baltic security tree, like, just take this tree, for instance, right? Claims in Baltic, claims on Poland, and then I tried to ally with Poland. It didn't work. I didn't get that focus done in time. Poland had already been conquered by the time I tried to protect them. But if I had done it quicker, we could have allied with Poland and then tried to take out the Nazis that way. You can ally with Japan. You can, dude, it gets crazy. This one right here, the path of Marxist-Leninism right there, that is contingent. I could, if I wanted to, I could do a playthrough where I restore the Tsar and I abolish communism in the Soviet Union, which is pretty crazy. You could do all kinds of crazy stuff. I did start in 36. Yep. And this is the tree that I went down to kill everybody, basically. Yeah, it's the tree I went down to kill everyone. And then over here, you could do 5-year plans to help bolster your industry, etc., etc. Aircraft stuff. I didn't do anything with the Navy stuff because screw that. I don't have time to fight on the sea. I gotta stop. My big plan here is to try and stop the Germans. And the big one involved with that is being able to outproduce them. Right now, I'm not doing too well on the outproduction front. Check this out. You want to see something crazy? There's a spy network. I have a spy network established in the German Reich right now. I have 3 agents over there building intelligence for me and trying to figure out what the Germans have. You have to hire intelligence agents and then you have to train them. You can train them with all kinds of plus skills and stuff, and then they can come up with secret agent stuff like James Bond stuff to capture ciphers. You can infiltrate the Navy, infiltrate Air Force. You can steal blueprints if you want to. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. Soviets actually had a pretty significant fleet, about 200 ships, and they just used it mainly to defend convoys to and from the UK. Yeah, Kem. Yeah, I got you. So, yeah, the Germans can get U-boats and stuff, and you can do lend leases. This is the Civ part of stuff. If you improve relations with the U.S. enough, you can get them to ally with you, etc., etc. You can do lend leases. You can send volunteers, expeditionary forces. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. This game is awesome. And if you have historical dates shut off, if you have historical focuses shut off, anything goes. Commie United States, capitalist Soviet Union, freaking communist Germany, fascist UK. You can do whatever the heck you want. It's actually really cool. And you can kind of, influence other countries and stuff. You can put spies in other countries and tell them to spread propaganda and stuff, and they'll eventually ally with you, etc., etc. That's what I did over here. Monarchist France, yep. Commie Canada, yep. I tried a fascist Australia playthrough one time. I didn't do it right, but yeah, I wanted to take over the world as Australia, it just didn't work. Capitalist Soviet Union? Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, you could do all kinds of stuff. Kemi is a Finnish president. Yes, I agree with you. It's very good. Very good, man. Alright, I have the NASA spaceflight footage up, just in case. Yeah, Ian, learning curve on this game is a friggin' cliff. It's a friggin' cliff, but dude, it's really good. I still don't completely understand it. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I do. But, yeah. Here, let's go into our logistics tab. What are we short on? We have an extra mill factory. We're short on support equipment. I'm short on trucks because... yeah, we have a lot of ground to cover for the whole front here. Vittu no satana. We need artillery pieces. We have good anti-tank, but it's a surplus and I'm not producing any because I got rid of it. I think anti-air would probably be what we should dump it into. So let's go back over here. I have one free mill factory. I'm going to dump that into anti-air. You guys are adding an F. You're not clever. You're not clever. You ain't special. Alright, so... I mean, I might have a mill factory here. Somewhere. You don't know. I think we need to shorten that Finnish front line. We do have supply issues on this front here. That's a long line to frickin' settle. Oh, I'm pretty special. I disagree. Campologist, yeah, a lot of macro management, and then once you get into battle, you can micro your troops too. You have to give your troops orders, you give them battle plans. Check this out. And then on top of that, I have scout planes. I have reconnaissance planes that are out and about, flying around. I have recon planes that are out and about, flying around, that are they're attached to certain divisions. These are all attached to different armies, right here. And the recon planes can go scout ahead, and they'll give you a bonus. They give you a bonus for, they give you a bonus for, like an intel bonus, so your troops actually do better. Can you make bridges? I'm not sure if you can make bridges, per se. But I know you can make roads. I know you can make train tracks across the river. I'm not sure about, like, actual bridges. But see how there's different terrain on the board here? Trees can slow you down. Rivers absolutely slow you down, just like they would in real life. Which is why my defensive line is on the Volkhov and the Dnieper rivers right here. And then in between the Volkhov and Dnieper river here in Smolensk and Vitebsk, I have a huge armored line right there. See the bunkers? It's a huge armored line. So basically, I have a front line here, and if I see my front line start to collapse, I'm going to command these guys to go back to the fallback lines and retreat, and then fight them here where the Germans are going to have trouble crossing the river. My army is behind the rivers, Panja. Oh yeah, way behind the rivers. And we could fortify this place up if we really wanted to. Alright, should we try? We can send an ultimatum to Romania. I don't know, man. I don't know if we should do that. I already annexed Bessarabia. Or Bessarabia. I'm not sure how to say that. I can send an ultimatum to Greece? They have, the AI has probably spies. They're probably spying on me just like I'm spying on them, Campo. And I can use my agents to actually try and weed out people if you know what you're doing, if you know what to look for. My orders are not to invade Poland, but well, it's Germany right now. I tried to save Poland, GNAC. It didn't work, dude. Here, so let me pause this for a second. Send ultimatum to the Kingdom of Romania. We unlock this. Active for 14 days. Effects when removed. Kingdom of Romania gets the event. The Soviet Union makes demands. This event will pressure the Kingdom of Romania to become a puppet state of the Soviet Union or to join the Comintern. Let's do it. See what happens. Easy. Take out Finland and defend the shorter line up north. I want Finland as a buffer state, man. That's what I'm planning on doing, Kem. I'm planning on having them as a buffer state. The green shield over Moscow indicates enemy activity. If it turns yellow or orange, shady stuff's happening. Upgrade counterintelligence or agency or send spies to Moscow. Okay. And all these... Yeah, okay. So it looks like nobody's... Either I can't detect them or it's not that big of a deal floating, right? Yeah, Malachi, I know. Save points for war economy. But if I can have Romania join my side, well, that shortens that front pretty big. Because Romania has a lot of impassable terrain, you know? Let's see. Let's see if I can get them to join me. Who knows? But we do... You're right. The next thing we should do is get war economy. I heard you played Fallout 4 in the past. I had a very hard playthrough through Fallout 4 Singularity. It's a good game. Fallout 4 is fun. Been playing Icarus a lot this week, digging it. Icarus is amazing. When the Soviets sent an ultimatum to Romania over northern Bukovina and Bessarabia, they were advised by Germany to comply as they didn't want to lose the Romanian oil fields due to the fighting. Interesting. Well, Chem, let's see what happens. Yeah, the ammo factory. Maybe we'll bring that back as a blast from the past, but who knows. Yeah, Kemp, Hearts of Iron is pretty good, dude. Pretty good game. And the weather. The weather also affects you. That's a big deal. With the newest DLC, or the newest expansion, well, like patch and expansion for the game called No Step Back, they really made weather a much bigger factor. So, i.e., don't invade Russia in the winter, etc., stuff like that. Attacking in bad weather will really screw you up. Oh yeah, you get huge debuffs to your troops. Gotta be careful.
До приказа.
До приказа. Is that intelligence tab a DLC? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Oh, something's going on here. Bad supply up there.
Nice.
See, anything that's a red color indicates that I don't have the infrastructure there to be able to resupply my army. See these marks right here? The red exclamation point? That means they're not... I can actually see exactly what equipment they're short on. I have this game and want to learn how to play. You got it, Chalky. You got to start reading. Got to start reading how this game works. How I did it is I had chat basically advise me. I don't mind it. I don't mind if people backseat me in Hearts of Iron, but you got to explain. You got to explain to me because I'm a numbskull. You got to explain to me what's going on. So, like, don't say, "Oh, move those troops 2 squares to the left." That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know. I'm probably gonna be like, "No, screw you." But you know, if you say like, "Oh, move your troops 2 squares to the left so you can defend against this incoming attack because, you know, that you don't want your front to collapse," that's what I pay attention to. You know? Did you read the PDF? I didn't have time, Kim. I didn't have time. I have it open over here, but I didn't have time. Are you familiar with the supply map mode? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, Talon, I understand supply pretty well. That's just logistics stuff. That's stuff that I know. Where I'm really struggling, dude, is, and this is why I have to go read that PDF, like division templates and stuff. The meta is totally different nowadays. They basically revamped how combat works with the new expansion. So, yeah, it gets difficult. We still need to screw with the division template a little bit, I think, but...
Я готов.
Я готов. До приказа. We need more political points to switch. I need to switch my my laws, my economic law to war economy, so we can build mill factories faster. You need political points to do that. Political points happen over time. You do more good things for your country, you get more political points. Or if you're Stalin, you just shoot people that shoot people with dissenting opinion will give you good political points. Kem, can you link up that PDF, please? The PDF is basically explains the math behind new combat, and no meta has really been established too much from that just yet. But yeah, Hearts is a really good game. It's really freaking fun. But it is, dude, it's gut-wrenchingly hard. Like, it's so difficult, and it will piss you off. It's tough. It's a tough game to play. My advice, I mean, you know, Chalky, you said you wanted to get into it. My advice, don't time warp. Do not time warp. Don't go fast. You have to play this slow, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Thanks, Kim. Spasiba. Yeah, Jado, but I'm in no rush, am I? Go slow and try to understand what the frick's going on. Understand the production and logistics. Yeah, see, this terrain. Troops will have a hard time going through these mountains. You really want to stick to valleys and open area. Problem is, I got a lot of open area right here. That's no good. You can speed up time. Yeah, Camp, you can. You can go 5 times speed. I wouldn't suggest doing that. That's for experienced players, man. I am not an experienced player. I absolutely suck at this game. I'm not very good, but hopefully I can figure it out. That's why I like it. I like the challenge. Understanding and being good at a game like this is probably super satisfying if I had to guess. I have not played Stellaris, Johnny, to be honest with you. They're still prop loading on Starship, guys. It looks like they're going to do another static fire here soon.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Meef, 3-month resub. I know, Stellaris is kind of like this in space, isn't it? Here, I'll go 2x speed. The Bulgarian government supports the IMRO. Earlier today, the Bulgarian leader, Boris III, or Borizi. Borizi? He must be Italian. Publicly announced that the government will seek to negotiate with Ivan Mihailov, one of the most important chiefs of the internal Macedonian Revolutionary Organization. The cessation of hostilities between the IMRO and Bulgarian authorities. According to the Minister of the Internal Affairs, Bulgaria needs to cooperate with this organization to liberate the many Bulgarian Macedonians living in Yugoslavia and the Kingdom of Greece. A bold statement that will undoubtedly reignite a Balkan conflict and increase tension between the great powers that hold interest in the region. It seems that the Balkan conflict is going to reignite. Stellaris is easier than this? Got it. Unpause. I want to see where this... I want to see what happens here. We got to be careful, man. If we tell the Romanians, hey, join us, and they say no, piss off, they could immediately ally with Germany, and then that might not end well. All right. One day. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Our attempts to solve our outstanding issues with the Kingdom of Romania diplomatically seem to have failed. When our ambassador called on Caroli for another round of negotiations, ooh, that Falcon 9's destroyed. Those engines on the Falcon 9. Look at NSF here. Hang on, real quick. Look. Oh, yeah, those engines are a little messed up. Anyway. Caroli. Yeah, Caroli. That's what it says. He must be Italian. Caroli. Cannoli? No, Carol II. For another round of negotiations, he was brusquely told that the Romanian had made their position clear and there were no further things to do. Toyota Caroli. The second static fire looks to be happening, Zizep, but, yeah. I have the NSF cast up, just in case. Yeah, Jim, right? Yeah, they're currently lifting... Yeah, I know. I have the NSF stream up, dude. I just showed it a second ago. What, that view, T-Man? I know, dudes. I need to hear more music in your voice. It's Carolee! Alright. Well, it's worth a shot. Just wasted a bunch of political points now. Alright. This is time for EJ to test scenarios out for science, okay? Romania. For science. Okay? This is where EJ sees how the game works. Okay? Are we ready? Ready to test this theory?
Я готов.
Yeah, floating, that's cool. So, I saved the game, and I'm gonna see what happens when I... declare war. Go, baby, go! Let's see what happens. They didn't ally with Germany. What's the air battle look like? So this is what's going on with the planes. We outnumber them with planes and we outnumber them with ground support. Hell march! Hell march! Hell march! Hang on a second. Let me pause for a moment. We need hell march. Okay, we're good. Mongolians? What are Mongolians doing here? No, Eric, no, that is so not right. We're green. They're attached to certain armies, Kim. I don't want to screw that up. Grazie ragazzi. If we can get Bucharest, we should be okay. If you capture enough of a country, they'll surrender. Any one of these little icons right there that's green, that means we're winning. If it's red, that means we're losing. So some battles we're not doing well, but other ones we're punching through. Not doing too well up in the mountains here, but we're doing not full super fragger. Maybe a little. They got a lot of guys in that city. Oh shoot. Hungary joined the Axis.
Discovery,